Okay, so earlier this hour we told you about with the pandemic, it's forcing many people to, of course, be at home. And we live in Maine, so cooler temperatures are on the way and heating costs are likely to rise. Jen Burke with the Maine Credit Union League, though, coming to our rescue today with some tips on how to keep your heating bills low this winter. Welcome, Jen. So, of course, we are going to see very low temperatures, probably right around the corner. It comes up sooner than we always expect. What do people need to know?
Well, our family turned our heat on last week, and it's the start of it. And it's only going to get colder. And as folks are anticipating, people are probably going to spend more on heating costs this year because there are a lot of folks still working from home. There are kids still studying remotely. So here are a few tips you can keep in mind to try to keep those costs down. First off, take a look at your system and get a tune-up. Just like you'd bring in your car for an oil change or a tire rotation or a tune-up, those heating systems, they need maintenance, and they run more efficiently when they are being maintained on a regular basis. So now is the time, before you're starting to use those heating systems round the clock, to get a little tune-up, make sure your system is running as efficiently as possible. Then take a look at how old your system is. If it's older than 20 years, it's probably not the most efficient system, and it may be time and more cost-effective to look into replacing your system and getting something newer. So you got to take a look at what you have, do an inventory, either tune it up or think about making adjustments to getting something a little bit more modernized, better efficient. If you haven't turned your heat on, if you're not like us, when you do turn it on, think about turning it down, perhaps not up to a 70 or a 72. Keep it at about 65, 68 degrees. A great investment tool is a programmable thermostat. It will adjust the temperatures throughout the course of the day. So perhaps when you're sleeping, the temperature can go lower. They can cost anywhere between $30 and $100, but it will do the thinking for you and adjust the temperatures so that you're not running your heat at a constant high rate all day long. That drives up your costs. So think about a programmable thermostat. Keep the temperature just a couple degrees lower. If you get used to it right from the get-go, put those sweaters on and sweatshirts on. It becomes the norm. And also look at your water heater temperature. If you adjust that down by a few degrees, perhaps from like 140 degrees to 130, that's savings that will add up over time. And the last tip I can say is take a look around your house. Did you move any furniture this summer? If you did and you have furniture in front of heating units, make sure you move those units back because you want to be able to maximize the energy that's coming from those units. And don't forget your windows. Open windows during the day. Let the sun naturally warm up your room, and then shut shades at night, particularly if you have drafty windows. It's a great way for heat to escape. So make sure those shades are shut when it's dark. Consider sealing them up or adding some insulation. Little things like that can add up to incremental savings over time. And when we're anticipating higher than normal heating costs this year, every little bit counts.
And with that insulation that you just mentioned, could it be leaving and leaking from your walls?
Oh, absolutely. So if sometimes you can walk by a wall and feel how cold it is. That could be a sign that you may need to add some insulation in your interior walls. And again, it's an investment, but consider it a long-term investment and how much money you'll save by making those changes now. And if you're one of those folks that still has their air conditioner in their window units, pull those out. Pull them out now before it's really cold. You're already losing heat. Get them taken out. And while you're at it, seal up some of your windows and do what you can because you want to keep cold drafts from coming into your house. That's an easy way to make your rooms a lot colder than they need to be.
Great. So anywhere we can get more information on this, maybe you haven't turned on your heat just yet. You've just been layering up the sweaters.
If you are brave and you have not turned on your heat just yet, you can always visit mainecreditunions.org. We always have good information on our financial literacy blog, and it's so important to be thinking about. Everyone's probably in denial that winter's coming our way, but it's coming. So save up your pennies as much as you can and make some costs now that can save over the long term.
Right, we live in Maine, so this is what we have to
We live in Maine. Yep.
All right, Jen, as always, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you. Take care. Stay warm.
Yes, you too. And